Today we're going to talk about Aerosmith's new underbelly hex head pin and how easy they are to remove from the under chassis of an RV. Okay, now we're going to talk about the simple tools you need to remove the underbelly hex pin from the RV. Most common tool you're going to need is an impact drill driver, and it really needs to be impact and not just a regular screw gun. A regular screw gun doesn't have enough torque to snap the heads of the hex pins off cleanly. So you got to have an impact drill driver, either corded or cordless, a mallet, hammer, big sledgehammer, not a big sledgehammer, but a 2-pound sledge, chisel. This is the low-tech method of removal. It works just as good as the impact drill driver, just not as fast. And then you need a crowbar and a strong hammer. I wouldn't recommend a wooden handled hammer, something with steel, because you're going to put a little bit of torque on it. So I hate to break your hammer off getting our hex pins out. Those are the simple tools you need to remove them. And the most important part of the thing is the 1/4-inch hex bit. You got to have a 1/4-inch hex bit. Make sure it's hardened, because the Aerosmith pins are hardened to drive into steel. So if you don't have a hardened hex nut runner, you're going to wear your bit out real fast. So again, cordless drill driver, impact cordless drill driver, and a hardened 1/4-inch nut runner. Very important, and it'll make it super simple to get out. We're going to talk about 2 techniques on how to remove Aerosmith's underbelly hex pin. Basic technique number 1 is a big hammer, big sledgehammer, and a chisel. And essentially you put the chisel on the top of the hex pin, you strike it with the hammer, and that will remove the pin very easily. The second and more commonly used method to remove the hex pin is with an impact wrench. You need to have an impact driver, either cordless or corded, air powered or battery powered, and a 1/4-inch nut runner. Now all Aerosmith pins are hardened steel, so your nut runner needs to also be hardened in order to properly remove the pin from the bottom of the RV. Now I'll show you how to properly remove the underbelly hex pin with the impact drill driver. Okay, now we're going to go through the scenario if we have the pins driven into the underbelly of the RV, and you've worked on them with the impact drill driver, and for some reason the hex head pins haven't snapped off. How do I get them out then? Basically what you're going to end up doing is you put your impact drill driver on there, a couple seconds, you see it's not going anywhere. So essentially what I do, my most common method is I'm going to get my hammer, I'm going to put it on there, I'm going to get my mallet, drive it on there, nice and good. With an RV, you won't have the movement. I'm running 3/16 tube steel right now. I got about 2 feet section, so it's kind of wandering on me. But essentially what I'm doing is I'm just putting a little bit of pressure on it. With a little bit of pressure, once you've broken the weld loose with your impact drill driver, and you got a nice bite on it with your hammer, the pin's going to come right out, come out clean. You can come back in and put a hex screw in there and put the underbelly back up on the trailer. So that's essentially how easy it comes out. With a hammer, impact drill driver, a couple seconds, and away you go. Okay, to review, I'd like to go over one more time what you need to remove Aerosmith's underbelly hex pin from the bottom of the underside of your RV. Remember, impact drill driver, impact being the most important part, so you have the torque to remove the heads. Steel handled claw hammer, a mallet, and then high quality or hardened 1/4-inch nut runner. With these simple tools, you can remove the hex pins really fast. On behalf of the folks at Aerosmith Fastening Systems, I'd like to thank you for your time. If you have any questions, you can reach us at the web at www.aerosmithfastening.com. We'll look forward to seeing you on the next video. Thanks, have a great day.